Alrighty. If you have less than 500 subscribers, one of the biggest reasons you're not growing probably has nothing to do with your editing, with your thumbnails, with your titles, or even with your niche. It's because of your approach to making content. And I've learned this the hard way because I've been doing the same mistakes you are probably doing. So let me show you why my channel wasn't growing, because I think you are making the exact same mistake I was making. For years, the main strategy on YouTube was simple. Find channels doing well in your niche, see what's working, and make something similar. That was the outlier strategy. Find viral videos and copy and inspire from them. And it worked. I'm not going to pretend it didn't. But here's what happened. Everyone started doing it. Millions of creators studying the same channels, all copying the same format, all chasing the same trends. And now when someone opens YouTube, they see the same video made by 50 different people. And I've learned this the hard way. When I started this channel, I honestly thought it was going to grow much faster. I already had success on YouTube before. I've built faceless channels with millions of subscribers. I've spent years on YouTube and I looked at different creators and I saw how they're copying each other and how they're inspiring from each other, and they're all growing. So I thought I'm gonna do the exact same thing because I understand how the algorithm works, I understand how YouTube works, and I'm gonna grow as well. But I didn't grow. And that's when I realized something important. The problem was not that my videos were bad. The problem was repetition. My videos looked too similar to things people had already seen. And this is because I was too late to the party. This inspiring from viral videos trend was finished. You can't copy others anymore because everyone is doing it. Yes. 1 year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, you could copy others, you could inspire from others, and you would get views and subscribers. But right now, you can't do that anymore because the platform is filled with repetition. That is the first mistake you need to avoid. Do not make videos that feel like copies, because if your video feels like a similar version of something that already exists, it is very hard to stand out. And you can still inspire from other viral videos, but instead of recreating the same script, just bring a new angle to it. For example, if there's a video where someone talks about why apples are bad, instead of recreating the same idea, just twist it and name your video Why Apples Are Good, right? You're still talking about apples. You still inspired from a viral video, but your angle is different. You bring new information to the platform and the viewers will notice and they will stay and watch because, as I've said, you bring new information to the platform. And if you think repetition only hurts you when you copy other people, there's another version of this mistake that can hurt your channel too. Let's say one of your videos finally starts getting views. You get excited and then you think, good, let me do that again. But if your next video is too similar to the last one, it can feel unnecessary. Same topic, same structure, same title idea. You think you're repeating success, but most of the time you are just repeating yourself. That's the second mistake. Do not repeat your own videos too closely. Instead, improve the idea. Take the same topic, but ask a different question. Bring a different angle. Go deeper. So instead of asking yourself, how do I make this same video again because it worked? Ask yourself, how do I make a better new version of this idea? And there's one more mistake that makes both of these problems even worse. A lot of creators think the answer is just to post more. And yes, consistency matters, but posting more does not help if every video feels the same, if every video looks the same, sounds the same, and follows the same formula. Posting more just gives you more chances to be ignored. This is the third mistake, trying to become a content machine instead of becoming memorable. Your goal is not just to upload more. Your goal is to make videos people remember, videos that feel useful, videos that feel different, videos that feel real, not just posting often, posting something worth watching. So here's what you need to understand, right? The old formula was to just find viral videos and recreate them. But once too many people started doing the same thing, that advantage got weaker. It almost disappeared. It's why my channel didn't grow in the beginning. Right now, if you want to grow on YouTube and if you want to grow a big following and if you want to grow fast, the new advantage is originality. Not originality just to be weird. Originality in your angle, your opinion, your voice, the way you combine ideas. Keep the topic, but change the angle. No matter if you show your face or you're a faceless channel, bring your own idea, your own jokes, your own memes, your own audio, music, whatever music you like, put that in your video. Penetrate the video with your personality. Because the more your content feels like it could be made by anyone, the easier it is to ignore. But the more it feels like it could only come from you, the easier it is to remember, because there's only one you in this world. And when people remember you, they come back. And as I said, this applies to both channels who show their face and channels who are faceless. There are tons of faceless channels who have millions of subscribers. For example, look at this channel over here called Fireship. The creator of this channel doesn't show his face, but if you look at the thumbnails, you can see personality. You can see the jokes he likes. You can see the movies he watches. And if you look at his videos, you can again see his personality because he has his own take, his own way of explaining things. And it's a faceless channel. So you see, even without showing your face, you can still show your personality. Literally, what I'm seeing right now is that all of you, almost all of you, are making your videos like this. This is how your videos look, right? Just like this. So instead, make them like this, add some swag to them, But now we have another problem. How do you actually make your content original? A lot of you are probably watching this right now because you are struggling with ideas. You sit down, you want to make a video, and you don't know what to make. Or maybe you do have an idea, but you don't trust it. You think your video idea is maybe not good enough, maybe it's too weird, too different, and that is exactly why this feels so hard. Because the real struggle is not coming up with an idea. The real struggle is trusting yourself enough to go with it. And I think one big reason that happens is because you are watching too many videos about how to grow on YouTube, how to grow on social media. There's so much information out there, so many systems, better thumbnails, better titles, click-through rate, retention. After a while, your brain becomes full of noise. That's why so many people feel stuck, not because they have no potential, but because their head is too full. Too many systems, too many rules, too many questions. Sometimes the best thing you can do is step back. Stop trying to force the perfect idea. Let your brain calm down. Let the noise leave, okay? Because that's exactly what I did. In the beginning, I tried to edit my videos like other creators, and I was not growing. And I actually quit for a couple of months. And then I came back, and when I came back, I stopped editing my videos like other people. I just did exactly what I want to do. I made the thumbnails exactly how I want to make my thumbnails. I recorded the videos exactly how I wanted to record them, and it worked. Originality is not a special gift. Most of the time, it is just what comes out when you stop filling your brain with everybody else's ideas and finally make space for your own ideas. You still have to respect some rules, such as hooks and thumbnails and titles, because they do seem to work, but add your personality on top of them. The easiest way I can explain this, imagine buying a car, and it's a black car. And when you drive it, you respect the rules of the traffic, right? You're not hitting people over, you're not crashing with other cars, right? But you want to add your personality to it. So you change the color of the car, you add some stickers, you put some teddy bears inside your car or whatever fantasy you have, right? You personalize it. But when you're driving it, you're still respecting the rules. And that's pretty much how you should approach making content. You respect the fact that maybe your title should not be longer than this. You respect the fact that maybe your thumbnail should be clear. You respect the fact that maybe your video needs good audio. But then you can add any personality you want on it. And this applies to everything you do in your video, even when it comes down to editing your video, for example. Something that helped me become more original was the way I started editing my videos. Every video inside my niche looked the same. And I got to a point where I did not want my videos to look like everybody else's anymore. That's when I started experimenting more with my visuals, and one of the tools that helped me a lot with that is Higgsfield. It makes it much easier for me to create visuals that actually feel unique to my content. Let me show you exactly how I use it. So when you open Higgsfield, you go to the dashboard, click Create, then Create Image. From there, you choose a model. I mostly use Nano Banana 2, but Higgsfield gives you a lot of different models, so you have freedom depending on the style you want. And down in the chat box, you can write a prompt depending on the visual you want to create. For example, I write something like this, and in just a few seconds, I can generate a bunch of images that look exactly like this. And what's amazing about this is that you can generate any visual for your video. You can just type in the prompt and generate anything in any style, 2D, 3D, realistic, animated, cartoonish, it doesn't matter. Now, after I generate the images, I download them to my computer and then I add them back into Higgsfield. Basically, I go back to the dashboard and over here where it says video, I click on video and then I click on create video. And now I can transform this image into a video. All I have to do is write a simple prompt over here, choose the resolution, and choose the model I want to use. And by the way, this is what I like about Higgsfield. It gives you the option to use different models. And then I just click generate. And in a few minutes, I have a visual I can use inside my video as footage. I know a lot of people hate AI, but actually, if you use it the right way, you can create footage for your videos that actually help you be more unique. And as I said, in order to be original and feel fresh, you have to generate these images and videos in your own style. Find a style you like, create a style you like, and then keep that style for your channel and generate all the images and all the videos exactly in that style. So if you want to try Higgsfield yourself and create footage for your videos, there's going to be a link down in the description where you can try Higgsfield for yourself. Now, there's something else you really have to understand. And this is something I've been struggling with myself as well. So please listen carefully. Stop trying so hard. Stop looking for the perfect answer all the time. Stop getting frustrated because your channel is not where you want it to be at. Stop feeling like you're behind. Because the truth is this takes time. And if you do YouTube only for the end result, if you do it only for the views, the money, the subscribers, or the idea of success, you are going to burn out very fast. You need to learn how to enjoy the process. That is why being creative is going to help you enjoy the process. Every creator who has 1 million subscribers, 10 million subscribers, they all went through that phase of growing and being frustrated and struggling. I did it. Everyone does it. But if you're still feeling lost after watching this video, I'm going to give you two options. First, you can watch this video over here because inside this video, I talk about the YouTube algorithm and how it works right now. Or you can join my private community where I will personally help you grow your channel. So down in the description, there's going to be a link to my website, which will take you to my community.